Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where I am far from river and far from sea, but I've been asked to hunt down some warg riders, which means back to mounted combat. Before I go into mounted combat, I haven't checked up on my traits recently, and I think I need to spend a few more points in them before I really do anything serious. No wonder it's been such a chore. I see a warg rider up ahead. All right, let's go after him. And maybe I can do something better this time. Now that I actually put some points into my skills. Actually, just throw fire. I got a fire pot on them now. Hey, you, go down. Thank you. Well, yeah, typical. But I suppose now I just need to put them into convenient positions so that I can actually use them properly. Now, where's the next rider? I've made a few adjustments, so maybe I'll have a better chance now. Go after him. Oops. Actually, that wasn't too bad. So now for you. And let's get this quest finished up. Or at least this part of the quest. But the other part of the quest should be pretty easy since it doesn't involve mounted combat. Or at least it shouldn't. Alright. Good. Glad I settled that before I got into Western Rohan, because I'll really be chewed to pieces if I try to do that with how I was set up before. I have found the location of the second part of the quest where I'm supposed to be going to the connection with the Norcross. In fact, I think that's Cliving up ahead. But I'm not going to Cliving right now. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about the reeve over there. What I do have to worry about, though, are these Uruks. Now, you would think that the reeve of this place would have been keeping a watch on what was going on into Wildemore, considering how close his city is. I mean, look at this. There's Cliving right there. I can see it. And yet, he was doing absolutely nothing in this thing. Well, I mean, for that guy, what else is new? It appears some Uruks are holding the path to the Norcrofts.
What did you find? The southern road into the Norcross?
That is as I suspected, Pine Sea. If there had been no danger, word would have left Wildemore of its troubles well before now. Though I still wish that Reeve was keeping more attention to the area. Speaking with what few folk have found, I've learned from where the wargs come. A farm to the southwest, once owned by Edzig, but now overrun by the minions of Saruman and the creatures they ride. Defeat wargs and warg riders in the fallows, as you have done, but do so now in and around Edzig's farm. You may slow the assault on the other farms. If you find salvageable crops at Edzig's farm, bring them to the provisioner at Forlaw. If it comes to a siege, Reeve Garwig will be glad of the additional supplies. That means I can kill wargs instead of warg riders. I mean, yes, I gladly kill riderless wargs. It'll save me some trouble because, yes, I felt that last bout was a little bit better. But at the same time, I still prefer fighting on foot. The problem, though, is near Edsig's farm, it's a lot easier to find warg riders than wargs. So, I suppose I'm going to probably just fight them anyway. I mean, they are a little bit more liberal. That you don't have to be right on top of Edsig's farm in order to get credit. But, oops. Oh. Hey. Mm. Then again, maybe this is more of a chore than I was thinking. We'll just have to toss a few pots. Oh my goodness gracious. How many of them are I fighting at the same time right now? I don't know. Okay, that's one down. Alright, which one am I on now? This one. Oops. Alright, here we go. Come on, don't get stuck in a tree. How many of these do I have to go? 6! Ah. Maybe I should go and find some wargs in some other locations that managed to get credit despite not being all that close to Edsig's farm. Oh. I can't even control which way I'm facing. Uh, you know, I got a better idea. I'll just look for. Oh, you're willing to fight. You're willing. As for a moment there, I thought you was willing to fight toe to toe. All right, I'm off of this thing. I hope that was less disorientating for you than it was for me, because I don't know. That was not a joy to watch. So now let's see if I could find something else. Now, actually, there is one warg that is definitely here, and that is a signature. Those are the. Okay, let me pick up these first. The produce. Okay, fine. I won't pick up the produce first. Maybe I should kill the warg first. That way, if they might have a chance to respawn before, because you don't get credit for killing the puppies. So instead, but we do have this warg right here, who I'm new deed, Slayer of Wolves and Wargs in Wildermore. Yeah, so that one does count. But I think that's the only one in the area, so I have to wait for that specific warg to respawn before I can do anything there. Alright. Now, is there another? Of course, there has to be another. And that's an ornate cache. No, I don't need an ornate cache. I need. Produce. There you go. Alright, there we go. Got it. Hello there. What should I do with these provisions I found?
Thank you for these.
I am glad that the orcs didn't despoil these crops. We will surely have need of them unless this terrible winter lifts tomorrow. You'll still probably need them because you'll need time to plant, for the crops to grow, all sorts of. It comes on so suddenly. Perhaps it will leave equally so. If it doesn't, these crops will buy us a few days more. I suppose that is the best for which we can hope. All right, there you go. Now, let us speak with our musician friend. How are you holding up?
Oh, this cold. This feels nothing like the Wildermore of my youth.
I left as a young man and returned as an old one, and the land that greets me is more different than I myself have become. Deserted farms, frozen rivers, enemies lurking behind every tree and over every stone. What will we find when we come to my home in Dunfast? That I do not know.
I am done with worrying. I want to see what has become of my home.
I have not been to my home for many years, but when I last walked in Wildemore, the land itself was very different. What could have become of the small village in which I was born? I would not presume to divert our course without everyone's agreement, Pine-sea. If you consent to this journey, and so too do Horn and Corydon, then I would be grateful for the visit to Dunfast. If not, I fully understand, and ask only that you forgive this request in the first place. All right, well, let's talk to Horn and Corydon. Well, how about a trip to Dunfast?
Will Gleowine's reception at Dunfast be warmer than my own at Eoworth?
Oh, will Glowin regret the journey the way I did? It was a poor jest. I have much for which to be grateful, and only a lesser man takes as assured the health and safety of his family. Glewin's family has long since left the village of Dunfast, but I can understand his desire to see what has become of the place. I do agree to the journey. Did you think I wouldn't? Well, who knows? Well, what does Corydon have to say?
I understand Gleowine's desire completely. I would feel the same.
I'd feel the same if I had heard such troubling news about Lothlorien. We would be poor companions indeed were we to refuse the request. We should travel to Dunfast, though the situation there promises to be no different than elsewhere in Wildemore. Let us hope that Glewin's sake that I am wrong. Okay, so let us travel to Dunfast and find out what is going on down over there. This feels much warmer. I should have changed clothes a long time ago. Now, the air is very still. Rather quiet here.
What happened here? I see no signs of battle.
Dunfast was never a large village, but there were always people about. What's happened here? See no signs of battle? Where are all the people? We should search the village, Pine-sea. Let me know when you're ready, and the four of us will explore Dunfast together. All right? I suppose we can do that?
I was born in Dunfast many years ago. What has happened to the village I remember?
From here, Dunfast looks much as I remember it, but are all the people. Let us walk into the village and see if anyone remains who can tell us what happened. Well, all right, I suppose we could do that. When I had left Dunfast, I was a young man. Much of life was ahead of me. Look over there. Someone disturbed these sacks. Do you see anyone? I think we are alone. I am not so certain. I feel that we are being watched. Oh? I feel eyes on us, Pine-sea, but I cannot tell if they are hostile or friendly eyes. Stay on your guard. Okay. What have we got here? So far, nothing. This is the house of my childhood. Was it always this size? It seems much larger to me then. What have we here? It looks like a bush horn. I think I've found the location of our mysterious watcher, Pine-sea. There's something hiding in the bush. Be ready for anything, and I will seize the person before he can pose a threat. Okay? Be ready. I'm going to frighten our watcher out of hiding. Careful, Horn. It might be an orc. That could be a small orc indeed if it fit inside that bush. Well, maybe a goblin then. I am ready for anything. Could you give me a hand, Piney? Thank you, Piney. It is better to be safe and to bruise one's dignity a small amount than to be surprised by a dangerous foe, is it not? This time it was a shrew. Next time it might be a hidden enemy. Perhaps Corydon can flush the next watcher out of hiding, and I will be the one who's laughing. I don't know. I still feel someone watching, though. Anyone around? Oh! Ah, hello, Nona. Ah! You must have tracked us for many days to find us in Wildermore. I did not, Horn. I did not look for you. A what? I did not know that you would be in this village. I came here for supplies. We have enough to spare. I can't travel with you again, Horn. Oh, why do you say that? There's a city to the north. I found people there. They were dying in the snow. I brought them safely to a cave in the mountains. They are still too weak to survive on their own. I came to this village to steal food and supplies for them. I can't adventure with you any longer. When they're stronger. I'll promise nothing, Horn. I'm sorry. Nona, it's good to see you again. How can we help the people in your care? I have been looking for root vegetables like the ones of Dunland. Pine seed knows of them. They have curative properties. I need to get back. Nona, you left your brother's sword with me. Let me return it. It desires to be with you. I know it. Horn. Please keep it. I am Wadu's ghost no longer. Apparently she found a different sword then to use. That is the woman who has taken Horn's heart from him? He had spoken of her as a great deal to me since we've been journeying together, but not once did he mention that she was a Dunlanding tribeswoman. And she came to this town, the town of my childhood, seeking to steal its goods and provisions? I remember what it was like to be young, when blood and passions flared in springtime. I am not fit to judge them. If Horn misses her so, I hope that she'll reconsider her dismissal of him. Well, what does Horn have to say? I don't understand, Piney. It has been days since I last beheld Nona, and my affection for her has only grown during this time. The fondness that she felt for me before we came to Airworth, has it gone? Did I imagine it? I can't have. Oh, I'll leave that to you. And what do you say, Corydon? One look at Nona's face told me that she had not been prepared to see Horn and Dunfast. She had not yet resolved her feelings for him. Caring for the injured folk that she mentioned have caused her to delay in resolving her thoughts, or perhaps it is so difficult a riddle that she needs more time to untangle a solution, even without the distraction of responsibility. Horn may appear inconsolable, but he needs not despair. I have not yet given up our Dunlanding firebrand, and neither should he. Right, so what? I do not know what to think, Piney. That reunion did not proceed as I may have wished. No, it didn't. What do you think now, Horn?
You must think me a fool. You are kind not to say so.
This is not how I imagined this day, Piney. I thought Nona would come back into my life and all would be as I wished it to be. But this is not what I wanted. I'm more confused now than ever. This is not how love works in the songs, Spicy. It feels as if the unnatural winter that grips this land has cooled Nona's heart as well. But, well, I was about to say we got all these nice things, but it looks like I can't eat any of them for another level. Don't worry, it won't be long before I'll be ready for them. But which one should I get? Probably the turnip and bacon casseroles.
Nona said she shelters in a cave, but we must not go there immediately.
I don't need to ask Corydon to know that such a reunion so soon after the first meeting would spell disaster. All that has happened to us in Wildemore is a muddle, Piney. Only this encounter with Nona has any clarity in my memory. How can such a pain of the heart fill me with both delight and sadness? Well, I'm not the one to ask. Well, you have any opinions, Corydon?
We must do what we can in the witch shaws. That will help everyone.
Horn may be at a loss, but I know what must be done. We must do what we can about the White Hand's presence in the witch shaws. This will aid Ona, and it will aid us, and it will aid any of the people of Dunfast that may still live. It will even aid Horn. He needs to keep himself busy, or he will dwell upon losing Nona for a second time. He may dwell on it anyway, but if we can channel that energy to a good purpose, there may have been some benefit in seeing her again in this early. Those root vegetables that Nona mentioned, the ones that grow at the bases of trees, I think that you should collect some of them if you find any. If, assuming that they're not all covered with snow, it is just a thought, but it may save us some time tomorrow if we are to collect them today. Actually, now I think of it, the last place where I saw them was in Talmethadra, so they should be able to survive a little bit of snow, right? I would think so. And apparently I'm also to defeat orcs. Fortunately, there is no requirement that those orcs be mounted. Yay! Aha! A root vegetable and an orc. Both of them. Well, that's a good find. That means things are not hopeless. Things can be done. Orcs can be killed. Ooh. Another orc and another root vegetable. Oh, nice and convenient. Ooh. More of them. They're all over the place. Oh, that orc is mounted. Can I ignore that orc? No, that orc will not allow me to ignore it. Well then, I'm hoping that I can... Well, that was ill-timed, right? Oh yeah, as the fire pot slowly kills the orc. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, fire pot, that is so wonderful. Where was I? Oh yes, I need to collect more root vegetables. I think that this should be enough. After that, I can head back over to Dunfast and deliver them. There is Corydon right over there. I am sure that he would be happy to see these vegetables as well as a report of some orcs dead.
I think Horn is feeling better. Nothing cures an aching heart like hard work.
I'll speak with Horn to see if I am right. Alright. Well, how are you feeling, Horn?
I know what we need to do.
We need to go to the cave in which Nona spoke and help her to provide for the refugees that she mentioned. Didn't she say just a couple of minutes ago not to go there so quickly? First, though, we should gather the root vegetables that she needs. Do you remember? She said that... What? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, wonderful, Pine Sea. You remain 2 or 3 steps ahead of this humble minstrel, and I have no excuse but the foggy shroud of love to explain my predictability. You have my thanks, my thoughtful mariner, as you always have done. All right. Well, it'll be nice when I can get a couple of levels so I can actually use this new legendary item stuff that they are providing.
Nona told us the survivors in her care came from the city of Bir Tor.
According to Glewina's map, Bir Tor is north of here along the road, amid the high knolls of Wildemore. My master has also expressed a desire to see the city. I believe that he has the kernel of a song in his heart, and desires to see what has befallen the Bir Tor in order to make that kernel set forth its shoots. If we find orcs there, as we certainly must, we will of course slay them. If Nona's heart beats for the people under her care, so too does mine, Pine Sea. Very well. It is then time for us to head out to Virtor in the next episode of River and Sea.